Alright, that went badly. Right, we're back. We're back. Game number 2 of the finals. It's gonna be on match point. WandS versus LancerX. WandS one game away from taking an entire qualifier. LancerX on the other hand is behind in the series. It is just a best of 3, so he must win the next 2 games if he wants to take it. Whoever wins this series will qualify straight into qualify for the TLS and go straight into the round of 24. And of course, the loser will get a whopping 85 points towards their qualification, but are not necessarily guaranteed to qualify. So with that, let us go into the game. Alright. Bottom left as the teal Protoss, we have LancerX, aka IF You Must. And at the top right, as the blue Protoss, we have WandS, who's up 1-0. And he's on match point. Alright, let's see what happens on match point. What did WandS do? Oh yeah, WandS against Enjoy Me was that like really weird game where Enjoy Me just showed him a DT expand completely, and WandS was like, oh, alright, thanks for telling me your build, and just went 3-gate obs and killed him. So I don't think LancerX will do anything like that, but I guess we shall see here. He did make a sad face last game, so clearly not too happy about getting taken down by Mr. WandS. But well, let's see what happens. Match point again. It's a map where a lot of crazy PvPs happen just due to the architecture. And we have seen some interesting ones so far. Now let's see. So last game, of course, WandS played his usual 2-gate obs. Actually, both players last game went 2-gate robo. And LancerX somehow got, well, LancerX obviously having skimped the Zealot and the Probe Scout, got the advantage, got a contain, and then lost to some great Reaver control from WandS. Now I think going for fast Reaver on this map, like 2-gate obs, is less likely because there's no ramp. So if you get, even just 3-gated, which isn't all in, like a 3-gate obs can put enough pressure on you and do a lot of damage. So I think it's more likely, I don't know. I think 3-gate obs is like my go-to build on non-ramped maps. Because you have enough goons to hold off pressure, and you still have an observer in time to stop a DT rush. But well, let's see what they do. It's getting really hot in my room for some reason. I don't know why. It's like nighttime. It should be getting colder. Because I'm working up a sweat from all these awesome PvPs. Oh, look at that. He's, who's teal? Oh, LancerX. LancerX is trying to do the mana pylon, but WandS is constantly blocking with his probe. It's actually really good. Because this mana pylon position is just absolutely brutal. Do not want to let that happen. But there comes Zealot, so it's going to be fine now. In the meantime, looks like LancerX has gone Zealot first this time, so he's not gone for the core first. So playing a little bit safer on this map. I think it's also a good idea, because if you go for if you skip the Zealot and you do get mana pylons, you can just, oh, whoa, sorry. Yeah, you're just in terrible shape. So it's a bit of a risk, and perhaps he's playing a little bit more carefully because now he's like, wow, I'm actually down 0-1 against WandS in the finals. Better not take any silly chances. That's an interesting position for this core, by the way. It's pretty curious. This actually stops probes from doing this stupid line in the back. There's like a little pathing weirdness on this map, I think, where actually no, maybe I'm getting confused with like Andromeda or something, but some maps like the probes like go around the back and mark from the back, so this kind of thing stops that from happening, which is quite nice. It looks like it's possibly not as bad as on this map. Yeah, I think that was Andromeda actually that I was thinking of. It's like Shinray confirms that, thank you very much. And apparently like 1 million people just got owned by the bot in the chat. Nice. Nice. So we got a DT rush from LancerX. Could just be a 1-gate DT expand, as we saw Vanetier do. So WandS will have some experience against that, but this time he's not going to get an easy scout off on it. He's going to have no idea that it's coming, in which case, let's see how he responds. Given that there's no second gateway just yet, well, I mean, LancerX could still add the second gateway after he builds his Temple Archives. Archives does take quite a while to build, but I think 1 gate DT expand is probably more likely from what we've seen so far. And, ooh, there is a fast robo, though, from WandS. WandS might just be going 2 gate obs again, which is going to reward him by being able to hold off the DTs, although he'll probably be happier if he gets a 3rd gateway. It looks like it is, in fact, just going to be the 1 gate DT expand from LancerX. Pretty fine build on this map, especially because you can kind of block off this small ramp here and cause the other player to walk a long way around. And without a 3rd gateway, I don't know if WandS can actually really put too much pressure on with the 2 gate obs. He might just have to play defensively and expand as well. Like with the 3 gate obs, as we saw in his other in his semifinal game, you can just actually go out and kill your opponent. But with 2 gate, I'm not actually sure. I think it's pretty close. It might come down to the micro. So there's the Archives finished, and there's the first DT, and there's the Nexus. Now we saw Enjoy Me only make a single DT. I think that's usually the right choice, especially with your opponent going Observer already. But you know, going 2 DTs is not necessarily out of the question, because you can use one to like run straight to their base and use one to maybe block a counterattack or something like that. Because sometimes players going 3 gate will like just, even though they see the DTs, they'll just send their goons to attack anyway to buy time and kill as many probes as possible, knowing that you don't have very many units. So sometimes it's better to actually have an extra DT to help defend. But well, it looks like LancerX, even though he's going for DT expand, is actually, you know, poking out with his goons, just trying to keep WandS back a bit, keep him in the dark. It's like the first Observer is on the way, as is the first DT. Now a crucial thing that could happen here is if WandS misses the DT with his Observer, if it goes straight to join with his Dragoons, the DT could sneak into his base without him noticing, and it looks very much like that's what's going to happen here. The Obs is barely going to miss the DT, and that could be very, very bad. However, once these goons move over here, and if they see the Nexus, then WandS should definitely know what's happening. And he might even get just hit by this DT. And yes, I think he saw it. I think he sees the shadow now. He definitely knows. The problem is that's the second DT. The first DT is in his main base. Will he notice it in time, though? Is he going to see, oh my god, he's not building a second Observer either. Where's his first Observer? His first Observer is actually here. And it looks like he does notice. He's pulling it back immediately. But how many probes is he going to lose? Oh my god, no, he's not pulling the probes. Okay, now he notices 5 probes have been killed. WandS having to pull everything here. Another DT is killing his Dragoons. Looks like 6 probes have been killed. He's also losing a lot of mining time here due to this DT. 7 probes have fallen before the Observer gets back in time to defend. And of course, LancerX already mining from his natural, so LancerX in really solid shape just from these openings. Again, you know, WandS, he got the Observer in time. It's just very unfortunate that he moved it a little bit too far, or rather he moved it directly to the base rather than kind of moving to his natural and then following the path. That's why usually it's, oh my god, I didn't even kill a DT. But the thing is, usually it's a good idea if you go for like a 2-gate Observer to move your Observer in the same path that a DT would walk to your base. So instead of right-clicking directly to your opponent's base, so it goes like that, you go to the natural, and then you go across, and then you go down. So, oh, shit, something like that. But yeah, that's usually why you should do that if you go for obs. Of course, in that case, you might, you know, miss a random fast shuttle or something. But still, I think generally that is the way to go. So yeah, now WandS. I mean, I think he canceled Nexus here. I think he had the Nexus here because he can no longer afford to hold that. He's just completely holed up in his main base. It looks like he's taking care of the DT that was hiding there, but he's in pretty serious trouble. However, he does have a Reaver loaded up. He's going for the counterattack, and most of the army here for LancerX is out on the map. He does have a few Dragoons still left. Oh, he's actually got 2 more Dragoons joining them, so that will be enough Dragoons to defend this handily. But there are 2 Zealots here to tank shots. Here we go. WandS already showed some really good Reaver control in his series today. Is he going to have some more? He's going to have to here because he is behind. Here we go. He's going to the natural. No response. The probes walk towards the Reaver. What the hell? For some reason, what? What? He attacks the Reaver with the probes. That's not correct. That's not the correct response. Oh my god, drop his Zealots. He needs to drop his Zealots right now. Okay, there we go. The Reaver's moving in. Nice probe pulls from LancerX, and the Reaver doesn't get a Scarab off. And the shuttle is just going to move out here. He's lost the 2 Zealots. Maybe could have come back and grabbed that one, but oh my god, here's the counterattack. LancerX is moving into the base. A lot of Dragoons, though, for WandS right now. I don't know if this is the best move for LancerX, but it looks like he might have enough though with the Zealots and the DDs doing damage as well. It looks like LancerX might win the game right here. We can even snipe off this pylon to unpower everything. I'm not sure if this pylon powers this gateway. I don't think it does, but GG from WandS, and we are going to a game 3. Quick and easy. Just like that, LancerX evens up the score. It is now 1-1. We will have one game to decide it all. Who is going to win qualifier number 3? Is it going to be WandS or LancerX? We will find out after the break.